Well, good evening, everyone. This is Mike Bass back again with another forecast update for you for this August 4th, 2025. I'm hoping everybody had a great Monday out there so far. Everybody has a great Monday evening. Hope everybody continues to stay safe and well, and also enjoy the weather, because the only weather you got. Okay, in tonight's video, we're going to be taking a look at Tropical Storm Dexter. This is Tropical Storm Dexter here. Got a lot of activity to the east side of the center. You can see kind of rotation pretty much right here, but most of the activity is still over to the east, but it's got a lot of deep convection with this system. You can see it continue to push away from the United States and will remain a fish storm in the tropics. Let's see if we can get back to the forecast cone from the National Hurricane Center on this system here. We're going to take a look at the forecast cone from the National Hurricane Center. Here we go. You can see the tropical storm force winds right here. Remains a tropical storm all the way through. Should become a post-tropical cyclone over here around 2 p.m. and then remain post through Saturday. If you're tracking the system at home, it's located near latitude 36.1 north, longitude 66.2 west. Maximum sustained winds are 45 miles an hour with higher gusts, moving to the northeast at 15 miles an hour. Classified as a tropical storm with winds of 39 to 73 miles per hour. Alrighty, now let's move on to the spaghetti models of the system here. We're going to take a look at it. This is from the National Hurricane Center models. You can see here is the guidance here. Here's the center of the storm. Continue to push away from the mainland area. You can see here's Nova Scotia. You can see a little bit of Maine region as well. This is St. John's Island, but it will continue to push away and not affect anybody except just maybe the fish that's in the Atlantic Ocean. So mainly just a fish storm we're looking at right now. Alrighty, let's take a look at the intensity guidance of this system. Last night it became tropical storm status just as I predicted. So I said somewhere around the 11 p.m. advisory, said maybe become Dexter. May become Dexter at 5 a.m. but it became exactly at 11 a.m. just like I said last night. So, but anyway, here's winds of 40 knots equal to 45 miles an hour. Remains a tropical storm pretty much of its life cycle over to 144 to 168 hours out, but some do weaken it down to a tropical depression. So I do expect it to become tropical depression. Dexter should be toward the end of the week, or maybe even before then. Should be, I say maybe around Wednesday or Thursday. It should become kind of a post-tropical cyclone and then move on away from the region. Alright, so here's Tropical Storm Dexter. Like I said, this is the imagery here. Deep convection to the east of the center. That will continue to race away from the area. Alright, we'll take a look at the remainder of the tropics at the end of this broadcast. But first, if you have not subscribed, make sure you hit that subscribe button. And also like the video, share the video on social media. And let's continue to get the show on the road here, folks. Alright, you can see we got some flash flooding and heavy rain over portions of Alabama, Georgia, portions of South Carolina, even southwestern North Carolina. Critical fire weather with Utah, northern Arizona, and also severe weather across the Dakotas. Alright, we got thunderstorms and showers over here in Washington State, Oregon State, southwestern Canada, region as well in the Pacific, southern Canada through Montana to Kansas to over to Minnesota, Wisconsin, Michigan, northern Michigan region, Lake Huron, Lake Superior, over toward New York State to Rhode Island and Connecticut, and then from Illinois to Mississippi to Texas, northeastern Mexico, also along the northern Gulf, down toward the Florida Keys, up to the Carolinas, all the way towards Virginia and West Virginia regions as well. Otherwise, expect dry high pressure to remain in charge of your local forecast area for your Tuesday. Alright, here your Wednesday outlook now. You can see we got thunderstorms and showers up here from Maine to Vermont to New York State to Pennsylvania, a little bit up here around Ottawa and Toronto, Canada, southern Michigan region as well, and also toward Ohio to Indiana, over to the Carolinas, Atlantic coastal waters to the Florida Keys. This is that area of low pressure that could become a tropical cyclone sometime later this week. We'll continue to monitor that. We got activity in the northern Gulf to the northeastern Mexico, southern Texas region up to Ohio, then again from North Texas all the way through Minnesota, Wisconsin, northern Michigan up here around Lake Superior, South Canada, through South Dakota, Nebraska, Colorado, New Mexico, Arizona, more over here in Montana to Idaho to Washington, Oregon State, Pacific Ocean, and southwestern Canada regions as well. Otherwise, expect dry high pressure to remain in charge of your local forecast area for your Wednesday. Alright, Let's move on to the current watches warning advisory map for your location across the nation. And it's going to look something like this. Alright, we got air quality alerts still in effect from Maine to New Hampshire, Vermont, Massachusetts, Connecticut, Rhode Island, New York City, Pennsylvania. Also in the portion of northern Ohio, northern Indiana, Michigan, you're included, Wisconsin, northern Michigan, northeastern Minnesota, a little bit in portions of central Texas, southeast Texas, a little bit in Colorado region as well. We got flash flood watches and flash flood warnings, flood advisories also in effect for Georgia, Panhandle, Florida, and also eastern Alabama. Got some flash flood warnings, and flood advisory also in effect for portions of Indiana, also Illinois region as well. We got some severe thunderstorm watches with ongoing severe thunderstorm warnings also in Montana, portion of Wyoming, Nebraska, eastern Colorado, also a couple counties there in northwestern areas of Kansas, north Texas, and northeastern areas of New Mexico. We got some heat advisories over a couple counties here in New Mexico and also Southern California. Sets of heat warnings and heat watches in effect for Southern California, Southern Nevada, and also Southern Arizona. Red flag warnings in effect for you guys here in Utah, also in the portion of Nevada, also areas of Colorado, Wyoming, Idaho region as well. Got some flood watches also in effect for southwestern Montana, northern and central Idaho as well. Even got some special weather statements over here in portions of Nevada. Alrighty, we got small craft advisory gale warning from Southern California to the Northern California coast, Central Hawaii and Chain Island, and around the other southwestern areas of Alaska. Alright, let's see if we can fix this here. We're going to get to the Storm Prediction Center outlook. We got 3 areas of severe weather we're going to be talking about as soon as we get to it. Alright, we're going to take a look at day number 2 first, and then we'll go to day number 3, and then day number 5. Okay, we got a marginal risk, slight risk up here in the Dakotas, also portions of Montana, general thunderstorms over here in portions of Arizona, New Mexico, also in Montana, down toward Texas, over toward Minnesota, and also Wisconsin, northern Michigan, also from Indiana, Illinois to Texas, to southeast Texas, Louisiana, to the Florida Keys, to the Carolinas, also back into portion of Kentucky, Tennessee, and also a little bit of New York State, portion of Connecticut, Massachusetts, also Vermont and New Hampshire regions as well. Alright, the tornado probability looks like this. 2% up here in the Dakotas, damaging winds up here in the Dakotas, and also through portion of Montana, northern areas of Nebraska, but 15% over the Dakotas. Large hail. Look like this, pretty much the same vicinity. Alright, let's move on to day number 3. Okay, and it's going to look something like this. We got a marginal risk up here through portion of the Dakotas, Minnesota, down into Nebraska, portion of North Kansas. General thunderstorms up here in portion of northern areas of Washington State, northern Idaho, central Idaho over to Montana, through portion of Arizona, New Mexico, all the way to North Texas, all the way to portion of northern areas of the Dakotas, also in the portions of Minnesota, over toward the Great Lakes region, over toward Michigan region, toward New York State, down into Carolina, Florida, and also toward Louisiana and southeast Texas. Probability looks like this, 5%. Alright, let's move on to day number 5. We got another risk of severe weather, pretty much the same area. Should be a slight risk area for day 5. See if we can get to day number 5 here. I'm going to click on 5 so we can get to it. Here it is. Through the Dakotas, over in the portion of Minnesota, there's that 15% risk area. If you live in Grand Forks, to Fargo, to Aberdeen, to Pierre, just north of Valentine, just east of Rapid City, you have a 15% chance of severe weather for day number 5. Alright, let's move on to the tropics, and we're going to show you those other 2 systems. Alright, here's that system here, moved off the African coast. Right now it has about a 50% chance of development over the next 7 days, but 0% chance right now. You can see Central Tropical Atlantic, tropical wave over the far eastern tropical Atlantic, currently producing minimal shower activity. Environmental conditions are expected to become conducive for a gradual development during the next few days, and a tropical depression could form by the latter portions of this week. as the system moves generally west-northwestward across the central tropical Atlantic. Formation chance through 48 hours, 0%. Formation chance through 7 days, 50%. And let's take a look at this system here right off the South Carolina coast. Still has a 0% over the next 48 hours, 30%. And a broad area of low pressures is forecast to develop in a day or two, several hundred miles off the coast of the southeastern U.S. states. Some gradual development of the system is possible during the middle to latter portion of the week as the system moves slowly westward to northwestward during that time frame. So anybody along the southeast coast need to monitor this system. This could be our next tropical system. Let's see if I can. I was looking for the names here. See if we can pull it up here. Tropical cyclone name. Okay, I know we've got Dexter. I'm trying to remember what the. We're going to show you the names for the remainder of the tropics. Okay, we done had Andrea, we done had Barry, Chantal. Now we got Dexter, Aaron. I was right. Fernandin is the next one. If we get Aaron and Fernand, be next. And Gabrielle, Humberto, Imelda, Jerry, Karen, Lorenzo, Melissa, Nestor, Ogla, Pablo, Rebecca, Sepstein, Tanya, Vance, and Wendy will be the next ones on the list. So, alrighty, so here's your tropical names here. I just wanted, and here's the remainder of the names through 2030. It just kind of repeats itself over and over and over again. But if you're looking for the 2025, I will highlight them here, and well, it's going to get them all, but there you go. There's the tropical names for the next. But the next one will be Aaron and Fernand. Will be the next ones. Alrighty, well, I hope everybody enjoyed the video. Make sure you subscribe if you have not. Like the video, share the video. We'll catch you back in the next one. So have a wonderful Monday evening, folks. Take care and also enjoy the weather, because the only weather you got.